Okay, hi.
Ready?
Ready, Freddy.
I'm Christine,
I'm Jamie.
and we have things to say
Especially Christine.
about books. I've had several glasses of wine. I'm gonna yell into the microphone.
That's right.
We are here for a little bonus extra book episode to again talk about books we've read.
Extra, extra, extra.
I just don't want to, take over our regular book episodes and bore everyone with all the things I have to say about other books if they, are just coming to
listen about that one book.
To just listen about that book, and then they're like, Christine, shut your face.
We don't care.
So this is for the people that don't want me to shut my face. And I, welcome, because I do have things to tell you about the books that I'm reading.
Okay. You gonna go first?
I do wanna give a little feedback to I don't know if I call it feedback. Just this thought that was in my head.
Okay.
I just want to say it.
Okay.
I feel really bad when I don't like books that other people like.
Same. I also feel bad when I don't like a book and then saying it because I feel bad saying it about that author's book.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I also feel really bad when people don't like the book that I like.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean you don't like it? Like, I try and fight for it so much.
No, that does... Well, this is the struggle, because I truly believe people should give their opinions about books they don't like in, like, a kind way, obviously.
Yes. Well, yeah. You don't need to be rude about it.
And I think that as someone who observes, let's say, like, I'm watching a video of someone who, like, doesn't love the book that I love, I get to just be uncomfortable, right? Yeah. I don't have to, like, tell them, like, only positivity, or, like, stopping, it's just, like, sometimes, like, people just don't, like, I'm just saying that it's uncomfortable.
It's so hard
and I don't like it, but I don't want people to stop telling their book opinions about books I don't like, because I also want to talk about books I don't like. But at the same time, I also want you, if I DNF or, like, don't like the book that you like, just so you know, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to feel bad about it. I will feel bad.
Yeah. I hate it, though.
Mm-hmm. But
I hate when I don't like a book.
I
hate when someone doesn't like a book I like. Because I'm just like, I just don't understand. Like, how did you not like it?
I know.
Like, it's so good.
I think I have a few today, so it's going to come up. But I just want to preface with that, because I never want someone to, like, listen to this and just be like, wow.
Or I get more upset, like, if it's someone that I follow a lot. But... And I usually, like, really like their choices or something.
Yes.
And then I, like, read it and I don't like it. Or the opposite. I really liked something.
And you're like, it's probably me. It's probably just...
I'm the problem.
I'm the problem.
You're perfect.
Anyway.
Okay. First book. Go.
Okay. So I recently read Fable at the End of the World by Reid.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes! Okay, I just took a second.
We both read Reid before, the A Study in Drowning.
Yes.
I enjoyed that book.
Mm-hmm.
But with that book where it was...
I enjoyed that book, but the ending was really frustrating for me. I remember.
It felt a little like...
Yeah. Like, this was, like, tied together real quick.
Yeah. But what I enjoyed about her writing, which feels similar to this book, is, like, it's the vibe of it.
Mm-hmm.
She does really better in The Fable at the End of the World, where I feel like the world that she's created has a little bit more detail.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to it. Whereas I feel like A Study in Drowning was, like, very narrow in terms of the main character's story.
Almost felt like a beginner's novel.
Yeah, like there's good ideas, there's good things here, and so I feel like A Fable at the End of the World was, like, a step up.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, you're giving me more of this world and more of the characters. There's more relationships. There was a really strong idea. Like, people are saying, like, oh, it's a lesbian Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously not a lesbian Hunger Games.
I mean, that also sounds great, though.
Right, but, like, the Hunger Games is, like, a huge
That's a world building,
complex world. Whereas The Fable at the End of the World is a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea of it being, like, dystopian, like, what, like, futuristic, like, what would happen if we just, like, let global warming get out of hand and let, like, these hierarchies even like make them even more prominent, and then like
Yeah.
now there's this like show where we pit like
You know
the
what?
poor against the whatever, so like there's similarities.
Yeah. I think all of us like fantasy readers,
Mm-hmm.
if that does happen, we're gonna do pretty well.
I disagree.
Because I can't build a fire.
We're too busy reading books.
But I feel like it at least gives us like
my muscles are weak.
it gives us like ideas and like
True.
and like politically we'll be like no.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I feel like we'll like do okay.
Okay.
Better than some people, you know?
But like that
We'll
that
have more ideas.
We'll have ideas for sure. We'll be the idea guy in the group. So just the idea of the story was pretty cool.
Okay.
But it was on like a small scale, similar to A Study of Drowning was. It was like almost like A Study of Drowning was like a small, singular, she didn't expand on things. It wasn't like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't have a lot of teeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I feel like that's also...
This one got a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And it got a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like this big, huge ending either. It was just like, okay. Yeah. But it was enjoyable and I would recommend it.
Okay.
It didn't blow me out of the water, but I liked it for sure.
Did you do audio or did you read it?
I read it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Long book or...
No.
No? Okay.
Nope, not a super long book either. I think it's under 400 pages.
Oh. Love that.
Love it for her. Love it for us.
Mm-hmm. So I read Hungerstone by Kat Dunn. I did the audio. And I was super excited when it started because they had a British accent.
Which is necessary for you, yes.
Yeah, and you know how I have been wanting that because I get disappointed every time it's just plain old English.
Mm-hmm.
It was very English, I guess, almost like that type of vibe. Not like it is lesbian vampires, which was just like a review I read that said that. And I was like, oh, but it's very slow paced, very well written and like descriptive, and like these things are happening. Like, but you're putting it together, but also about very much how like women suppressed by like, I'm trying to like explain it without explaining it.
Without giving something away?
Yeah, but...
Oh, that's the other thing we didn't say up front is what we're doing. We're doing spoiler-free reviews of books that we've read. And we're going to give a yes, no, maybe whether we recommend you read them.
Yes.
But we read different books often. Like, aside from the ones that we do on the podcast, so... we don't want to spoil each other. So
yes.
is that what you're doing right now?
Yes.
You're trying not to spoil.
So I'm trying to just like as I'm speaking, but it's a vibe, which I liked. Like it's a very like English. I think especially because it was audio, which I
Is it like old English or is it modern?
No,
English?
It's modern, like modernish English.
Interesting.
It was
vibey.
Interesting and vibey.
Lesbians.
These things are kind of happening to this woman, and she's trying to like put everything together. And then so like she's barren. I'm holding up quotation marks because it's like 19 like time is like weird in my head. It's still like modern, but it's like 1900s, so not like our modern.
You know what I mean? Interesting.
So it's still like there's carriages, but
like, how is it modern?
I
Do you have cell phones?
No, so I guess it's not modern.
Okay.
So
no, it's not.
Okay, so no, it's not modern. So she's very much this like barren wife who's in this like loveless marriage.
Then she falls in love with the lesbian.
They happen to come across this person who is a woman, and they kind of take care of her, but these like things start to happen that are weird. And then she kind of starts putting stuff together and then like realizing all these things about her life, and like you learn more.
Okay, that does sound interesting.
Yeah, that was a way better way of me describing it. I think I just needed to sit up a little bit.
Try. Yeah.
I was getting too comfortable.
Yeah.
And I loved the ending.
Okay, don't tell me the ending.
I won't, but it was just like a very good like ending. Like, yeah.
Okay. And so is that a yes?
Yeah, it's a yes.
Did you see the name? It's Hungerstone?
Hungerstone by Kat Dunn.
Okay.
She has like beautiful book covers that I just enjoy.
I love the book cover.
Yeah. It's also under 400 pages.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look for that where I'm just like, I don't have...
Yeah, I'm like, if you're over 400, I can't.
I don't want to dig in, and so I go to my Kindle and I go through my books, or I'll be like, what do I have? Which one is under 400 pages? And that one is the winner for which one I'm going to read next.
You win. Don't even care what you're about.
I don't care.
Yep.
Okay, so I wanted to give a Dungeon Crawler update. Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinneman. I'm on book 5. I think there's 7 books. But on our last extra book episode...
I feel like there's 100 of them.
I think there's like 7 or something. I had been on book 1 or 2 or something when we were talking about it last. Yes. And so I just wanted to give an update and say that I'm on book 5. And I highly recommend the audiobook. Mm-hmm. This is like my audiobook staple now. I'm just like, this is it for me. I even slowed down my audio because usually I'm on 1.5. I slowed it down because I'm like, I want to pay attention. I want to savor this because I'm having a good time.
That's always a good sign when you do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like to slow it down to a 1.2 for the sex scenes. It's actually not for the sex scenes. When they're explaining things, I've noticed I was like, I'll sometimes go back.
Tip. Well, that's part of it. I'm like, I can't follow this. I need to slow it. Yeah. Okay, so I did actually want to talk about Project Hail Mary and The Martian by Andy Weir.
Oh, yes, I forgot you also did that.
Okay.
I'm just going to take a sip of this.
So I read Project Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm. And he also wrote The Martian.
And Andy Weir also wrote The Martian. Okay. So I read Project Hail Mary. I didn't realize that Andy Weir also had written The Martian, which is...
and they're now doing a movie.
Okay, I'm going to get to that.
Sorry. I'm taking over.
So I didn't know that he also wrote The Martian, and then The Martian had been made into a movie that stars Matt Damon.
Yes.
I had seen The Martian.
Yep.
I didn't remember any of it, but that's a movie. And now, after I read Project Hail Mary, I just happened to see it, and okay, yeah, I'll read it, whatever. I have no idea why. I don't know why I decided I'm a sci-fi person when I had never been reading sci-fi before, but I did it. And then I learned it's being made into a movie.
Yes.
Which was kind of random for me. I'm like, oh, fun.
This works out great. Now you're going to judge the movie.
And what's his name is starring in it?
Matt Damon?
No. Ryan Gosling.
Oh.
Isn't that fun?
Comedian. That is really fun. Okay, well now I want to read it.
Yeah. Okay, but The Martian was the really popular book, and so I guess that's why it was made into a movie, but I actually preferred Project Hail Mary.
What is it about?
So he's a guy.
Okay.
And
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. And he wakes up in space.
Okay.
And he's like, well, what the fuck am I doing here?
This is so weird.
What is happening? And slowly his memory is coming back. So throughout the book, he has flashbacks. Mm-hmm. And he's just trying to figure out, why am I here? How did I get here? And so over the course of the book, we get more and more information about that.
Okay.
There's kind of a twist in it. Mm-hmm. That I think if you can not watch the end of the movie trailer, don't watch it, because it kind of ruins it a little bit.
The movie trailer?
Yeah.
The movie trailer's already out?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize that was that.
But it's just this guy's experience in space, basically, far away from Earth, and we come to understand by himself.
And they're making that into a movie?
Yes. Okay. But The Martian is similar.
Oh,
so it's a guy
who
gets stranded on Mars, right? Yes. And then Matt Damon, he's left behind, and he has to figure it out. How do I survive here?
Yeah.
So it's similar. Right. One of my issues is the main characters in those books are very similar. The personalities a little bit.
It almost makes me really curious about the author.
Maybe he's just writing himself.
Yeah. Are you really lonely?
It's an interesting concept, though, right?
Yes. No, it is.
Yeah. After reading The Martian, I kind of got annoyed by the character. I was like, he has no, when things are really dire. Like, I wanted more ups and downs. This man is stranded on Mars, motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
If that happened, I would also try and be like positive and happy and making jokes, and also I would cry myself to sleep. I would like, there
Yeah.
wasn't enough downs for me to make it like realistic.
Okay.
It was like just this like fun guy in space like figuring things out, and it's just like it's too much of that.
Yeah.
Give me something real here. And so I watched the movie immediately after,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Matt Damon made the character better,
He
more
would.
tolerable,
I mean, he would.
which almost never happens, right?
No, but that's also why he's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon is talented,
Mm-hmm.
and also I think Andy Weir wrote an annoying character, and Matt Damon made him better, more palatable.
Yeah, because Matt Damon is a musical artist, and that's what he does.
Yes. And so I found the Project Hail Mary guy to be similar, and like he's like smart and has humor, but I also found him a little bit more realistic of a character and had a little bit more depth and like unlikability and also likability.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, don't expect too much like
Yes.
super in depth human psyche emotion. It's more just like a good story and like interesting.
Is it long?
I don't remember.
No.
I listened to both of them on audio.
Okay.
They were good. Both of them were good audio listens.
I think
So I would give it a yes.
Okay.
I would give for sure Project Hail Mary a yes. The Martian is a maybe.
Okay.
If you like Project Hail Mary and you're like, that was great, go and give Martian a try.
Okay. So I just finished the book House of My Mother by Shari Franke. I did it on audio. I'm assuming you also did it?
I did it on audio, yeah.
Yeah, a little while ago. Yeah, so we both have read that. I had also watched the documentary before.
Yeah, where was the documentary? Was it on Prime? Or was that on Disney? It was on Disney.
It was on Disney, yeah.
Disney
But
Plus.
I remember seeing like it in the news and things like that happening.
The family were a YouTube family.
Yes.
And so the daughter in the YouTube family.
And she was the oldest, so she was kind of out of the house first, and then all this.
Yeah.
Her mother was arrested and everything. It was actually, I was better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Because I really was like, how much more of the story are you going to get? I just think the whole time listening, I'm like, she's still so young. And you just kind of like, I'm like, I feel bad. I don't even know.
She wrote this book
Like right
so soon after all of the stuff came to light with her mother being arrested and like processing just like what happened with our family, you know, what happened to her brothers and sisters, and she's so young that it's like, do you even have a clear perspective yet?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you accept this book as like, here's someone who just came out of this big, huge thing with their family, and this is the spot that they're in their life, and they're processing it, this is the lens that they're coming from, then it's a good read. But I think as someone who's like a little bit older and understands a little bit more, I am reading it going like, oh, she's like missing pieces still. She hasn't fully gotten all the pieces of herself and the story in her family, though she has some of them. So if you accept that part of it, it's a good read.
Yes. I think at the end, it's almost like it's tried to like tie together, like, this is where we're at, and this is, and I'm just, yeah.
Yeah, like even the religious piece, right? Like the church that they're in, like,
yeah.
It seems like she's still with that church, so there's a lot of hesitancy to go full-blown into how her religious ties influenced the harmful rhetoric that her family adopted. Like, she does not go there at all.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the pieces I'm talking about, like the examples of like she doesn't go to certain places yet because maybe she just doesn't, she's still like her early 20s, right?
And I feel like, like she honestly probably made like a lot of money out of it, and that's great for her.
Yeah, I get it.
Just like, while you can get the money, set yourself up, because you were really like, you obviously you don't have anything.
And she does advocacy,
which I love that,
for changing laws for like children on social media and YouTube.
Yeah, specifically YouTube. I think
talking
she works
about
a lot
the harms of it.
Yeah, especially I think Ohio. Ohio she's in. I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
But certain states, there's different rulings, which she does bring to light in parts of like the book, which I thought was interesting about how they have different laws and
yeah,
where I'm just like, that's crazy, but yeah. But
So
it
good for
was
her.
interesting, and it just kind of made me want to journal a little bit more because
Why?
she
'Cause it's
does
kind of like a journal.
well, she talks about how that was
Or
like
she had a
always
journal.
something that's where like a lot of the stuff was, how she said like journal entry. So how
Oh,
she had a lot of, because I was like, how do you even remember half of the stuff, like how this, but she says like near the beginning that they were always made to like record their lives and like record things that happened. So she had all these journal entries like throughout her life, and I just enjoyed that part where I was like, I wish
how
I
crazy was the therapist lady?
oh, like the other one that got arrested.
Yeah, guys, just watch the documentary. Read
Oh
the
my
book
god, just
just for
watch the
this lady.
documentary. If you
Like,
don't listen to read the book, watch
I
the
just want a full
documentary.
documentary on her.
There's just one on her.
No, I want one.
Oh yeah, because even she talks about how she
What's
met
her get her children on? Give me the background.
her children don't talk to her. Weird.
So weird. Hey, we just went on a spoiler rant that we have to cut. But maybe that makes this book a yes. We got a lot to say.
Yeah, opinions.
I would also like. We've talked about this before. How we like documentaries.
Yeah, we're both
About churches and what else?
like biographies, right? Religious
Or cults. We really
cults.
like cults.
I love cults. Well, I don't like love them, but
they're different documentaries. I went on like a binge for a while. Just different cult documentaries.
I just find it, and I also think that every time I watch one of those, I just think I'm like I would be so like susceptible.
I would totally be in, yeah.
Yeah, to get in one. Even I remember we did one of those card games where you go on like most likely. It was literally it's called most likely, and like people. And this was like years ago, and I had a bunch of girlfriends over, and there's probably like 14 of us, and it was to end up in a cult, and I got the most votes.
That makes sense.
And I was like, yeah, I can't argue with that. I'm like, I would totally just be like, yeah, this seems great. I will join.
Everyone seems nice, yeah. So.
You guys all love.
Yeah.
You seem so
look,
great.
To your credit, some of them do seem pretty great at first.
They always do.
They always do.
And then it's when you start... Yeah, and then it's...
And then it's too late. It's like, too late. Okay. Moon of the Crusted Snow by Waubgeshig Rice. I read this one a while ago. This one was set in Northern Ontario, which one of the things I loved about this book, because we were also from Northern Ontario, so it was kind of like...
yes,
it's always nice to read books from your area because I feel like that almost never happens.
Especially our area.
So I believe this author is from Sudbury. They're also... my husband told me this after, because I told him I was reading this book while I was reading it, and he's like, yeah, I know who that is. And I was like,
he knows the author?
Well, I think they're like a CBC reporter, or like they
did.
Okay. And so now they're like entering into like writing fiction.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. But anyway, it's apocalyptic. So like basically like everything shuts down. And then it's like, what happens? The author said he was inspired by an actual like power shutdown that had happened in, his life, or like a certain area, and it like was like an interesting concept to him, like what happens.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like the best part of the book. This happens in a Northern Ontario northern community, like a reservation, an Indigenous reservation. And it's like, what role do you play? Who are you going to be when that happens and we have no power, we have no access to food, we only have limited supplies? Like, what happens to us? Are you going to be the savage? Are you going to be the person that takes from everybody? How far are you going to take it? What will you do when you're put in that position? Will your family be torn apart? Will you be loyal to your friend? Like there's so many
Next
questions.
time on Jenny Jones.
But I will say this book is very slow. It's not like, it's almost like it's suspenseful throughout.
Yeah.
You have
like
anxiety
constant,
throughout,
like, feeling.
but it's slow moving.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily mean in a bad way, but it is just like more of a story of like observation and less of like a, oh my god, this happens, then this happens, then this happens, then this happens. That's not like that at all.
Yeah. Which I like those sometimes, but I have to like
yeah.
remind myself that I like those. I feel like
Right. Especially if you've had that a lot where it's like, okay, what happens next and what happens next? It's just like, that's not, we're just like actually just, we're observing this story. That's it.
I think there's some books I'm like, I was harder on because I was in such a reading like fantasy or pretty, like, because it's more like that. And then switching, it's almost like you just have to remember, to slow down. And there's like so many good stories like that.
Yeah.
So do you?
I would say it's a maybe. Okay. If you're like into like a slower.
Yeah.
I wasn't like blown away. I wasn't obsessed. It just like, it was a nice story.
Yeah.
But if you like apocalyptic type stuff and like to like look at like human behavior and like how far people.
That is pretty good. Like I like that. That's pretty.
Yeah, that's and there's really a second one, so that's on my TBR for this year too. Is to read the second one of like, what happens next? What is the second chapter for these people that are stuck in this new world kind of thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I read, this is a while ago. So I read Hexed by Emily McIntire. Yeah. Which I always kind of randomly go to these books as a little, like, it's not going to take it seriously. She has a series which you can just read one, like it doesn't, but each one is based on like a villain from like a Disney movie, but they're real people. It's not actually like their names or anything, some of them.
So the guy's name is not Captain Hook?
No.
Or whatever it's supposed to be?
It's like, what is it actually in this one? See, sometimes it is like they'll have, or it'll have like a similar name or like something close to it. But I think she was, where was it? So Hexed is like the Little Mermaid. So it was like the woman in this one, which is different. But her name was Vanessa. But she was like Ursula.
I was going to say the Little Mermaid is not a Vanessa, but Vanessa is definitely an Ursula.
Yeah. So it's like, kind of follows the story, doesn't. They're always like super corny and really spicy. But I like hate it and love it. I'm not like a huge fan of the characters half the time because they make me mad.
Like, shut up, Vanessa.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, actually I didn't mind her, but like some of the other ones, like the females were like so infuriating. Or it drove me nuts. I did actually like these two, but it was also like he was like from New York. So we had that like,
do your New York accent. I was about to try and then I'm like, don't embarrass
but like in my head when I'm reading, because it's like typed out like how you would. I can't think of how to say it. Forget about it. Like the Italian, like New York. I'm a mob boss. So he's a very much like a mob type boss, and it's a bunch of like family stuff. I don't know, and then there's like throw-ins for like the Disney movie. It's so random. Stupid. She has a huge. People love these books.
Really?
Like they're very popular. I did actually really like this one though. It was so stupid, and I loved it. Like it's just.
I wonder what Emily is like as a person.
Yeah, actually, I would love to know. But she found like a very random niche, and is always like, yeah, like these characters aren't good. Like and like it's great spice. She writes that wonderfully, so good for you. So it's a maybe.
Okay.
Because it depends on your taste, really. You know what? I'm going to say yes. I take it back.
Okay.
For this one specifically, Hexed.
Hexed
is a yes.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot more yeses than I thought there was going to be. Good. Okay. The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. This had been in my TBR for a long time, and then someone bought me this for Christmas.
Oh my god, who?
My mother-in-law.
Oh.
I asked for it. I told her I liked this. But I read it in the winter because you need to read it in the winter.
Oh,
you know, like
right.
certain books you need to read in certain seasons.
Yeah,
The
I
Bear and the Nightingale you need to read in the winter because that's the season.
Yeah.
The cover is like a winter wonderland.
Yeah. I remember the cover.
It's set in medieval Russia, and it's based on Russian folklore. So that was it was very fairy tale-ish folklore-y.
Mm-hmm.
So some of that got a little bit old. But I love the main character. And by the end of this, I was like, this book needs to end.
Oh.
It needs to wrap up. Wrap it up, Katherine. Now, even though I ended up giving it a 3 and I was like, I liked it, I was yelling at Katherine to wrap it up by the end.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not reading the second. I'm not reading the second. And then I waited like a few weeks and then I was like, yeah, I'm going to read the second in December. I'm just going to wait till the snow falls and I'm going to read the second one.
Out. We'll see what happens.
So wish me luck. It might be on my DNF next winter. Or I'll finish it and I was wrong and I needed it for my winter vibes. I need to sit by a window and have a hot beverage.
Snowfall.
You know? A blueberry tea for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe like a what do you call it?
Apple cider?
No, what's the hot wine?
Mule. Is that what hot wine?
Mulled.
There.
I need
a mulled. I was close.
I need some mulled wine and to sit by a window and watch.
You looked at me like I was crazy, but I was close.
Because I thought you were trying to say Moscow Mule, and I was like, we're not on the same page. That's not a hot drink. So, this one's a maybe. If you're sitting by a window while the snow is falling with a hot beverage,
then yes.
Yes. Otherwise, absolutely not.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
And there's a mean stepmom.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm done.
Okay. I read Quicksilver by Callie Hart, which was a huge book talk.
Popular.
So popular. Everyone loved it. And I talked to people who loved it, were obsessed. I didn't not like it. It was very enjoyable, but also frustrating at the same time. So it was entertaining, but I felt like she almost took, okay, what makes a good romantasy? What tropes do people love? What this and this and this, and just put it into a book and tried to fit as many of those things as you could into a story.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was there was just they're just the depth wasn't there as much for me. I don't not like the characters, but I'm not as invested in them. Or Kingfisher's the MMC, he didn't start off on the greatest foot, which some of them don't, which is fine. Mm-hmm. And I did end up really liking him at the end, but I just think seeing everyone's reactions to it and then reading it.
Right, you're this feels not proportional.
Yeah. I was I feel I'm missing. So there was a lot of enjoyable parts. And I don't know the author. I know nothing about the author. But almost oh, this romantasy thing's a huge hit. Let's write something.
So you're calling her out. That you're fake and you're phony.
I'm not, because I know nothing about you. It just felt there was just so much in it, and then...
Would you say it felt not unique?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just felt...
You're giving us what we want, and also it feels too much of what we want.
Yes. So, still enjoyable, but yeah, kind of just, I'm fine if I didn't read it.
Okay.
Will I read the second one? Probably, because I need to know what happens.
Okay. Well, I have it I bought it as an audiobook a while ago on sale, so I have it.
Oh, okay. I'm excited for you to listen to it. It's entertaining.
Yeah, but then I heard your review afterwards, and I'm okay, well, I'm not hurrying to listen to that. Jamie, I bought it, so I'm
You're really just gonna have it. I kind of want you to do it sooner.
I'm just gonna be sad about it.
See how you feel about it.
Okay, so what's your rec?
Maybe. No. You don't need to
say it
read
with
it.
your chest.
No, you don't need to read it.
Yeah, you're fine if you don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll be okay.
No, everyone who loves that book is crying, Jamie.
God,
How
there's so
dare
many
you?
people that love that book. I hate it, but I don't love it.
Okay. Okay, let's just do DNFs.
So your DNFs, yes, okay. Oh, I got one that I might DNF.
Okay, do you want to talk? No, because you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, well, it's a biography. No, I feel bad saying a rude thing about it again. Josh Gad's biography. I'm listening to it on Audible. Not Audible, I'm listening to it on Spotify. And I listened to him in an interview, and I've always really liked him, and I was
Me too.
super excited. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to love this. And I feel like I'm I also ran out of hours on Spotify, so I haven't been able to. But I was like forcing myself. He's like bugging me.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, there's like a bit of arrogance, but it's not. I don't know what it is.
Is he too theater kid for you?
No, that doesn't. No, I don't know what it is. Maybe some people shouldn't read their own audiobooks. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would like it. Or it's like he has a very interesting story. Like, it is interesting. But I think, like, just some of the chapters and, like, the stuff he's talking about, I'm like, I don't know, I
don't care.
Yeah, like, it's a lot of, oh, I did these things, and it went so great, and, like, this is so, like, almost, like, listing his accomplishments, which that is amazing and, like, fantastic. But I think it's just, like, getting to a point where it's, like,
what's the story?
Yeah, I'm like, no, like, I want to hear all your other shit. Which I think I enjoyed more in the interview. I was like, almost I could like relate to him about some stuff.
Well, that's what you want. You want what is the story of this real human being? I don't need like we already know you're great.
Yeah, so which like it started like his upbringing with his parents and like that stuff's so interesting. And then he talks about like his eating and things, and that's so interesting. But I think it's almost like it's going in a like he's reading out his life in like a line, right?
Oh, like, here's all my trials and tribulations, and now here I made it!
But it's so, like, now all this stuff is happening in his career. So it's very, like, we're talking about it, and, like, oh, there's, like, some stumbles, but they're, like, not really, like...
Not real
It's
stumbles.
still, like, oh, you're great, which he's super talented, and he is great. I do agree with that. But I think it's, like, so much in a row of that, where I'm just, like, okay, like, I'm just bored. Kind of getting bored and annoyed, and, like, I'm fine not finishing that. But I've always really loved him, and now it's making me like not like him.
Just skip a chapter.
It's fair. Once I get my reading hours back, I'll give it another try. But I was like, am I gonna not finish this? I feel like, you know what, I'm gonna DNF a book by the end of the year. I feel like
that's your goal.
Well, I think I'm getting to like a less tolerance with it now, because I'm like, there's so much I want to read. And even the last one, I was like, I am literally giving it like this many chapters, and then all of a sudden it like completely turned around, and I was like, okay. But I was like, if it didn't in those, I was just like, no, this is ridiculous.
My rule now is like, if I go back to a reading session 3 times and I'm not looking forward to it, then it's a DNF. You know what I mean? Like when you're like, okay, or like, let's say it's like bedtime. Like, okay, it's reading time. And you're like, I could take it or leave it. I don't care. If that happens 3 times in a row, I'm done.
Good for you.
Then something you will not follow. Okay,
no,
got it.
I was like, it's great for you. I kept it.
Good for you.
Well, because I feel like I'll go and I'm just like, no, I'm like not into reading that tonight. But like tomorrow night I might be.
Right, so that's what I mean, like 3 times in a row.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't just a mood thing. This is a I don't like this book thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, DNFs. One of these I've talked about on the podcast before.
On a podcast or our podcast?
Jamie.
Hey,
yeah, all the podcasts that I'm talking on. This one. Remember when I gave that example of wearing a mask and you're like, oh, who is he? Who is this mysterious man?
Oh, yes.
And it's just like you just have a mask on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's you, it's John. And you're like,
Superman movie, like,
babe,
Superman, what? Dick Clark?
Yeah.
Or not Dick Clark. Clark Kent.
You're like, stop it. Okay, well, this was the lost god of Sheila Masterson. The woman was a witch, which I love witches.
Yeah,
I love a book with witches.
Same.
So it started off really good. the mask thing made me laugh. And it's like, I have tolerated stupid things in books.
Yep.
But it always comes back to, does the other stuff hold it up? Is the other stuff good enough to make me just go, eh?
Yeah.
You know? And in this case, no. Even in, there's this relationship in the book where I'm like, oh, I think this is going to be like the reveal. And it isn't like the main situation, but I'm like, oh, this is going to happen. And then the reveal came, and hers was worse than the one in my head. And I'm like, I should have better ideas than you.
Or maybe you're just...
I'm not. I'm not that creative. I'm not that smart, and I shouldn't write a book. So if I have a better idea than you, then I need to walk away. Sorry, Sheila. The other one was The Rivers of London by Ben Aaronovitch.
Okay.
This one had all the signs that I would love it.
Oh.
Someone called it, and maybe it was a blurb on the book, but it was advertised as like if Harry Potter grew up and, joined the police force.
Oh, that's a fun description.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, great. It's set in London.
Yeah.
I love it.
Favorite.
I love it. I listened to this on audio, and it just fell flat for me. This is a really popular book series, actually.
Okay, what is that?
Rivers of London by Ben Aaronovitch. And it is kind of what he says. Like, there's magic. He joins the police force. There's, like, mystery. Yeah. And you know me.
There's lots of them.
I love a good murder mystery.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Oh.
I didn't.
This was fun.
Right? This was a great example of what I was just talking about, where I kept going back to it, and I was just dreading it. And each time I went back to listen, I'm like, I don't care.
Oh.
I don't care, Ben.
The covers are so fun.
I know.
Oh, that's so disappointing. I don't know if I've ever heard of these. Okay, so that's
a no. And the last one I'll say that I also DNF this year was The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witch by Sangu Mandanna.
That's a super popular
I
book.
know. I am so sorry. It was probably me.
That's how I feel with Quicksilver. I'm like, oh.
It seems like a very cozy.
Okay, read. I always see stuff about like the cozy ones.
Cottage witch.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I don't.
It's cute.
Yeah.
I got annoyed. Mm-hmm. I got annoyed by the coziness, and there weren't things that were adding up, and not things that are like, oh, they're going to tell me later about this. It was almost like there's plot holes already, and like I'm getting irritated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like the cranky old lady observing this cozy romance.
It's like Hallmark movies.
It's like, yeah, and I'm like, I need to walk away. It's just me. I understand the cozy nature of the situation. I can't handle it. I'm getting itchy.
Yeah.
I'm itching.
That was like, remember I read that one? It was like, there's that Maid series. I read the Christmas one of it.
Yes.
And I was like, this just feels like a really bad Hallmark movie, and those are already bad.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there was just like too many, and I was like, oh, there's too many holes, and then also we're just going to pretend like all this stuff isn't obvious, and we're all dumb. But it's supposed to be like a cozy Christmas book, and I was just like, no, I can't. I mean, I finished it because that's what I do, but it was awful.
And I suffered. I suffered through my Christmas.
I did.
Because suffering means you're a good person.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You get special little tokens.
If you want to take anything away from today, suffering makes you a good person.
You get magical points for all the suffering.
And I deeply apologize, and I will have deep shame as I fall asleep tonight if I talk bad about any of the books that you like. I'm so sorry.
Same. It's really hard to say it out loud.
I know.
Especially ones you know people really like.
I know. Anyway, if you're not already following us on social media, please follow us on Instagram and on TikTok. We're Books and Booze Podcast.
And let us know how you agree or disagree.
Tell us we're stupid fucking bitches who never deserve to read another book again. You're going to stab our eyeballs out so we never get to read, and our families will never love us.
Or you could just tell us your opinion.
Oh, Or that.
Yep.
Whatever platform that you're listening to this on, please give us a follow, give us 5 stars, a comment. All of it is deeply appreciated.
Okay, love ya.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.